What is up, my friends? Howdy, fellas. So in recent years I've been noticing a lot of these miniature cabinets coming out, and the quality's been, these companies have been upping their game on the quality of these little cabinets, and for really low prices you can buy these cabinets, and they're actually pretty decent to play. I'm just started collecting these, and this is one company called My Arcade, which is the company that makes this Pac-Man one, this Pac-Man one. They have this extensive line of miniature cabinets from Data East, Namco, Taito, and they make these really, the cabinets look really, really cool. When I got this Pac-Man, it came with this little poster with all the other cabinets you can collect, and it's got a really nice collection so far. It makes me want to collect these things. They're not that expensive, and they make really nice, little shelf items, even if you don't play them. And when you do play them, they're actually pretty good. They're actually playable, and we're gonna get into that really soon. But yeah, I mean, there's another cabinet coming soon here for Namco, and on the back you got Taito, Bubble Bobble, Elevator Action, and another cabinet coming soon. So I'm gonna be keeping my eyes out on these little guys, and I want to collect them all. And I feel like they'll be nice little display items, And of course, for nostalgic, I mean, I grew up in the 80s and early 90s. Arcades were all over the place, living in New York, pizzerias, rental video stores, mini golf courses. They had we had arcades all over the place growing up. And so, this is kind of reminds me of my youth, precious youth, we all had, I would hope. So let's talk about Joust. Now, this was a popular game in the early 80s, a really cool arcade game. I think the cabinet's pretty decent. It says here in the back that it's licensed by Warner Brothers Entertainment. You can't charge this little guy. You can only uses I think 3 AA batteries, which they came included, so I haven't even opened this yet. But it's pretty fun. Let's check it out. I mean, the screen is pretty good. There's a little volume control, and you got your start button. Let's give it a shot. I noticed the sound effects. They're dead already. I'm talking and playing. The sound effects are a little off from the original, but other than that, I mean, gameplay's pretty good. The joystick is pretty responsive. The button's pretty good. The only thing I don't like about this cabinet is, can I pause it? Look at that, I can pause it. It has no rough surface at the bottom, no feet, so it kind of slips around. You have to kind of figure out a really good, comfortable way to hold it and play at the same time, or find like a nice non-skid surface to play on, or the carpet or whatever. It can get a little annoying, but other than that, I like this one, and it's not that expensive, and I think it looks pretty cool. You can see that a little closer there. The joystick's pretty good, nice and clicky. I mean, I think I paid $15 for this on Amazon. You can find it. It makes pretty cool stocking stuffer or a gift. I mean, it's just for display. I truly like the look of these little guys, And these are, pretty inexpensive. You can collect them all, That won't break the bank. Let's see if I can finish this guy off here. There we go. So those of you who've never played Joust, basically like you're flying an ostrich, and you have to knock off the other opponents that are on the birds. You have to get the high ground when knocking these guys out. So if kind of like Super Mario, you kind of like jump on top of them, or as long as you're higher than them, you'll joust them and knock them off. There. As you can see, I'm done. Not my best score, but yeah, it's really hard to play and talk about this. But yeah, I mean, I like it. It's out there if you want to check it out. Let's move on to Miss Pac-Man. Now this is the one that's made by My Arcade. I mean, it's about double the price of Joust. This was 15. You can find this one for around 30, and you know it's a little bigger. The screen is pretty close to identical, but with this one you have the grips at the bottom, so that really helps. Makes it more comfortable when you're playing. The bat stick can actually screw off and give you a joypad if you want. If you want to use that instead, which I prefer using the stick. The only thing is when you're playing this game for extended periods of time, if you're a little rough with it, it can actually start spinning loose on you, so that might be annoying. You have a reset button, start button, and there's some nice, shiny overlays on the machine. You can plug it in USB and play it that way, or you got 3 AA batteries which would go in there. You have a headphone jack, which is really cool, and your volume is in the back. Let's give it a shot. Oh, here. This is where you'll turn it on, which is cool. Play at the spot where you'd put the coins. Cha-ching! I love it. And the gameplay's pretty good. The joystick's very responsive. I had no problems with it. Sound effects are okay. They're not true to the actual arcade sounds. It's kind of 8-bitish, and some of the sounds kind of get when you have multiple sound effects going on at once. Some of the sounds will overtake the other sounds. They're all lined up for me. Yeah, off to a good start. Oop, cherry. Uh-oh. I ate it there, huh? So yeah, I mean, pretty good. I'm loving it. But I'm not going to be playing this. Actually, I've been playing this all week when I'm getting home from work. After I put the kids to bed all week, I've been hopping on these little machines. They're fun. Get a quick little arcade fix before you go to bed or something, Sometimes I just don't have the time to fire up the PlayStation and get a game going. That's why I love retro games. In a busy life, you can still get a little fun in here and there. What I think would be really cool is if this thing can save your high scores, because that's what these type of games were all about back then. High scores. That's why I keep a little pocket book, like a pocket notepad, and I keep all my high scores in there. Can I get them? Nope. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys these cool little cabinets. I'm going to be collecting them all, I think. I really love them. Yeah, so I would recommend these little guys. They're a lot of fun, inexpensive, and they make nice little shelf displays. Even if you just look at them from a distance, they're pretty cool just to look at. I think I'm going to use these as a backdrop to, I'm trying to create a little studio when I shoot some videos. So I might have these in the background, little cool little effects in the back. And if those of you haven't seen my my other video on these mini cabinets, I did this one about a month or so ago. I'll put a link in the description below. It's 156 Genesis games that are built into this sucker. Amazing. And I think it was only like $35-40. And this thing is held up. I've been playing this thing often. Every now and then I hop on this little guy, and it's really cool, man. But yeah, if you want to check out the video on that, it's like a quick little 5-minute video. We check it out, play some games on it. Yeah. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, throw me a like. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.